astrology is a woman's game. Numerology was a woman's game until I took it over. But I'm not big enough to take astrology over. Numerology I own. When it comes to astrology, there's many more people way more famous than me, so I can't really make that claim. But what I will tell you is numerology supersedes all forms of astrology. It's not even close. And here's the best part. There's so many different forms of astrology. There's Chinese astrology. There's Earth, what I call Earth astrology, what most people call Western astrology, which most people would say Virgo, Leo, Libra, things of that nature. The interesting part is the least accurate form of astrology, which is the Western astrology, is the one that's promoted the most in the world. So again, it shows you how the psyop works. The people in positions of power, they know astrology works, and they know there's different forms of astrology. But what they do is they promote the biggest bullshit form of it. So people with intelligent minds look at this stuff and be like, oh, this is crap. That's why they put the astrology horoscopes by the funny section, to make people subconsciously think they're idiots. So while there is a lot of truth in astrology, the stuff that's out there is complete BS. So I don't blame people for being like, you know what, this is garbage. Because when I read that stuff, that's exactly what I thought. Only difference is I knew there was something in it, and I started digging myself. The most accurate form of astrology is called Chinese astrology. That basically, there's 12 signs, and every sign has 2 friends and 1 enemy. So I'll just give you some examples of how this works. Kobe and Shaq didn't like each other. Kobe was born in a horse year. Shaq is born in a rat year, enemy signs. So it doesn't matter if you look at this from a sports perspective or a financial perspective. Let's go to 2008. 2008 was the year of the rat. That's when we had the financial crisis. What happened? Lehman Brothers collapsed. Lehman Brothers was founded in a horse year. So again, the enemy collapsed and then started a whole recession. Another example, OPEC was founded in a rat year. In 1990, which was a horse year, in 2014, which was a horse year, oil tanked. So again, I'm showing you guys how to make money off this stuff now. You have to understand that when a place, a person, when a place is founded, when a company is incorporated, when a person is born, they're imprinted with energy. And based off that energy, during certain years, they're going to do well because that energy is compatible. And during certain years, they're going to do very poorly. For instance, we're in the year of the pig right now. The pig's enemy is the snake. Well, there's a lot of people who are born in snake years who got hit this year. Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, got
oh my God. Really?
So this was, yeah, so he's a snake. That's supposed to happen. Tom Brady's playing like shit this year. Why? Because he's born 1977, the year of the snake, and this is a pig year. I believe Flex Wheeler, a very former bodybuilding champion, he was born 1965. He got his leg amputated in a pig year. So the enemy sign things work.
Real quick question. Would you then say it was a wise bet to see Tom Brady bounce back next year?
He probably should do better, but I mean, let's not kid ourselves. The guy's 43 years old.
Yeah, he's old. I was about to say he's old.
Okay, so
plus if you had that woman in your bedroom, I think you'd be preoccupied with other things
for
besides
sure.
football too.
For sure. Hold on. So I want to get into this real quick.
I also see that you stick to like obviously baseball, basketball, NFL. Do you ever go into MMA or anything?
Hold on. I don't want to get into sports yet. Hold on. I really want to stay on this real quick because it's just very interesting. Hold on. So I want to go, what are the different signs? Because we're all over the place. We'll get back to that, I promise you. What are the different signs?
The first sign is the rat. The second sign is the ox. The third sign is the tiger. The fourth sign is the cat. Many people mistake it for being a rabbit. It is actually a cat. The fifth sign is the dragon. The sixth sign is the snake. The seventh sign is the horse. The eighth sign is the goat. 8 is the number of money. Bill Gates is a goat. He's usually one of the richest men in the world. Goats have money. The ninth sign is the monkey. I'll give you an example. America was founded in the monkey year. The most popular sport in America is the NFL. No one gives a damn about the NFL outside America, but inside they do. Why? Because the NFL was founded 1920, which is a monkey year. So in the monkey country, the monkey sport is the most popular. The 10th sign is the rooster. Roosters are extremely aggressive. The 11th sign is the dog. Well, I've talked about the number 11. The fact that 3 of the last 4 presidents of the United States were born in a dog year, that should tell you volumes. And the last sign is the pig. So those are 12 signs. Now, here are the enemies. The horse is enemies with the rat. So George Washington, a rat, rebelled against King George, a horse.
Whoa!
Next.
Oh, man!
Next. The ox. The ox is the 2nd sign. Hitler was born in the ox year. So I'm going to go through a quick spiel about this. Hitler was born in the ox year, and he basically came in power in 1933, which was a rooster year. The rooster and the ox are friends. He basically dominated Europe in 1941, which is a snake year. The snake and the ox are friends. 1943, it all went to hell. He started losing the war, and it was over. And 1943 is a goat year, and that is the enemy of the ox.
Oh, my God.
Another example, Napoleon. Napoleon decided, who was an ox, decided to plan the logistics of invading Russia in a goat year. It cost him his freaking empire. So, again, you know, there's one of my favorite things to do is to go through history of, you know, famous people and see where they made their mistakes. And, you know, that's something I always enjoy doing. Last example I can give you is Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein was born in 1937, the year of the ox. And again, let's go through the spiel. The ox's enemy is the goat. And 1991, first Gulf War, that was a goat year. 2003, 12 years later, because it goes every 12 years, was the next invasion of Iraq. And again, the ox got toppled in his enemy year. So I just gave you an example of how 3 dictators, Hitler, Napoleon, and Saddam, all oxes, all fell in their enemy year. So people could call this a coincidence all they want, but facts don't change. After that, you have the tiger. The 3rd sign is enemies with the monkey. I'll give you an example of how this works. Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion. Name me one other Hollywood star who went to jail for tax evasion. You can't. So normally, most people will be like, oh, Wesley Snipes is black, so this is racism. Wrong. It's not racism. Wesley Snipes is born in the tiger year. America is a monkey country. So if you're born in the tiger year, the United States of America will be tougher on you than everybody else. I'll give you an example. The Wolf of Wall Street. What do you think? He was the only crook who stole money out of Wall Street? No, but he got caught. Why? Because he's a tiger, and America and the FBI are both monkeys. Next example, Bernie Madoff.
Oh, I was just going to ask this.
Yeah, Bernie Madoff, another tiger. So he got knocked again by the FBI, which is a monkey found in 1908 and in the United States of America. So again, the FBI found in the monkey year in America, which was a monkey nation, took down Madoff, a tiger.
Oh
so again, enemy sign combination. So let's go through the list next. The next sign, the 4th sign, is the cat. The cat is enemies with the rooster. Brad Pitt, a cat, married Jennifer Aniston, a rooster. That didn't quite work out, did it? I could have told him that in 2001, saved him a lot of heartache, but, you know, who listened to me back then? Next sign, the dragon is enemies with the dog. And you're going to enjoy this one. Nancy Pelosi, a dragon, is trying to impeach Donald Trump, born in the dog year. Shocking. So, again, enemy signs at work. And we already talked about the snake and the pig and how that enemy sign combination works.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm blown away because I believe all this stuff, dude. I believe it, man. 72, I'm a rat. So who should I look for? What should I do?
If you're born in a rat year, that means you have a 6th sense to sense danger. When something's wrong, when something's off, you'll get knots in your stomach. Always trust your gut instincts, my friend.
So, and then his enemy was the horse?
Yes, his enemy is the horse. So basically 2014 probably wasn't the best year for you. 2002 probably wasn't the best year. So it goes every 12 years.
So, oh, no, dude. So
you better be careful with anybody in the 2002s, in the 90s, the 78s, 66, 57, and 42. Anybody in that year, tell them to fuck off, Sam.
Could you offset a bad couple with good numerology, like the wedding date and those kinds of things?
That's a great question.
I mean, that basically happened with Barack Obama. His father was a rat and his mother was a horse. I mean, they didn't stay together, but they still had Barack. So
Oh
take that for
my
you.
God, dude. This is insane. What are
No.
you? You're a
I'm
ox?
an ox, yeah.
So I'm a rat. He's an ox. Do we get along?
Soulmates. Only soulmate combination is rat and ox.
What are you?
I'm 93, so that would be
93
Rooster. He's a loyal guy, but he can be extremely aggressive at times.
You took the words out of my
I'm aggressive
mouth.
where I need to be aggressive with the blue chew.
But does a rooster and a rat get along?
They would have issues. A rat is very good at manipulation. Rooster is very blunt, so they might have some issues with that. Not saying all rats do it for a negative purpose, but the rat is one of the smartest signs. So that manipulation thing
Sneaky.
does.
So you're
work
saying I
very
should
well.
keep an eye on XG? Is that what you're saying?
No, on Johnny.
No, Johnny's an ox. We get along. We're soulmates.
No, I'm a rooster.
Yeah, you're a rooster. You're a pain in my ass.
I'll give you an example. The rat is good friends with the monkey. The rat is good friends with the dragon, and the rat is soulmates with the ox. So let's go into history. Without Hitler, who was ox, Israel would have never existed.
Right.
Israel was founded in 1948, the year of the rat. Israel's good friend is America, which was founded in the monkey year. So again, monkey rat combination. And who protects Israel above all else? Mossad. Mossad was founded. That's their secret organization, like the CIA. They were founded in the ox year. So you have the ox protecting the rat, which is pretty much how it's always
What
been.
year was the Nazis founded?
They were founded 1933, the year of the rooster. And what you have to understand about them is the reason the Nazis were so aggressive was because they had a rooster energy within them. That's why they were always fighting.
So interesting. Do you know when the Vatican was founded? I'd like to know that energy.
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
Oh,
So you caught me.
God. Dude, I am blown away. Now, I want to get into some stuff, and then we'll end on some sports stuff.
The Vatican was founded, Vatican City, February 11, 1929.
Oh, February 11th.
Oh,
Look
my
at that.
God.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. Right here in real time.
They're gonna say it was a coincidence.
So what this basically gives you is a blueprint in life. And, it's one thing when you listen to another guy who says, okay, this is this and this is just the way it is. That's not me. I throw so many facts in people's faces. If they try to deny this stuff, they're just denying logic. It's that simple.
How rigid are these rules in terms of are these set in stone? Meaning that, let's say we had a fourth person here, and I'm a rat, and who's my enemy?
Horse.
And they're a horse. Should I never try to work with these people?
Now let me explain how that works. Kobe and Shaq didn't like each other, but they still won championships together. And the reason they won championships together was because their numerology aligned. And as I told you, the numerology supersedes the astrology. So say you have you're born on 28th, and you have someone else who's a horse, who's your enemy sign in astrology, but very compatible numerology. It can work. The only thing is, don't ever get married to your enemy sign. It's okay to go into business with your enemy sign. I mean, hell, look at some of the best shows on TV for ESPN. What's his name? Stephen A. Smith is a GOAT. ESPN was founded in the GOAT year, so he's the main guy on ESPN. Before him, it was Chris Berman, who was born in 1955, the year of the GOAT. So ESPN, a GOAT company, does very good in promoting GOATs. But who is that guy, the white dude who sits across?
Max Kellerman.
Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman's an ox. So they're enemy signs, but it works because what they're doing is they're arguing all the time. So that's why it works. So depending on the situation, depending on the setting, it could work. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. It does. So as a rat, who should I work with?
Oxes, number one, first and foremost. After that, it would be dragons and monkeys.
Oxes, dragons, and monkeys. Oh my!
Well,
So you're very
Listen,
much in. Go on. Sorry.
You said something about San Diego in the very beginning of the show. Someone said something about San Diego.
Yeah, about not
San
living
Diego's a great location because San Diego was founded in the ox year. So you, as a rat, should enjoy the vibe in San Diego because it's an ox vibe. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.